Back in 2006, Taco Bell built an entire campaign around something called, the fourth meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then that fourth meal somewhere around midnight and maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whenever they close. 3 meals apparently weren't enough. I'd bet you couldn't tell me calorie numbers that come from how many you eat in that fourth meal, especially at that time of night, especially in relation to whatever you're doing while you're out at Taco Bell after midnight. What are you doing? Nobody's checking the math at that meal, and that's how the fourth meal turns into a real belly buster in a sense without you ever really paying attention to it. I mean, I guess of course but you're in more of an aware but don't care state at that point, and whatever, we're just gonna have some Taco Bell. By the end of this, you'll know what to order at Taco Bell, fourth meal or not. Welcome back to Driven for Health. I'm Coach Brian Prana. This is episode 152. And of course, we're continuing our 8th stop on the restaurant tour, what to order at this restaurant. Today's Taco Bell. And it's built its whole brand on speed and value menu. And that's the combination that gets it to be acclaimed for what it is. It's really easy to order, and you just don't even think twice about adding an extra taco burrito or the crunchy taco there. The menu has a big range on it. One side of the menu, the list that barely has any protein at all. And the other side is some of the better protein options that could possibly be in some of the series here that we're listing. The gap in between is just one tap here on the app versus another, if you know what I mean, if you have the Taco Bell app. I don't have the Taco Bell app. I've never had the Taco Bell app. I probably won't ever have the Taco Bell app. It's just not a place that I have gone much to. Now, everyone knows the fourth meal, though. Let's go through the tier list. This has been very popular. I get a lot of comments that they enjoy the worst to the best, and it really does help them pick better choices, which is great. Coming in, there's going to be 8 orders from worst to best. The Nacho Fries, unfortunately, if you're a fan favorite of those, sorry to say, the regular size is a 2 out of 10. 335 calories, only 4 grams of protein. That's right, 4 grams, and that is all you get there for you to manage trying to get some protein in there. This is not a good option. Now, the fat, on the other hand, there's 18 grams. So we do some quick math. Remember, 9 is the calorie calculator. So 18 times 9. We'll just do 10 for quick math. So that's 180 minus 9 is 171 out of 335. So that's pretty much 50% fat, and the rest are going to be carbs coming primarily from the chips and the other stuff that's on there. So it's a lot of fat in this thing. This is a side that will eat. It sounds like a fun splurge, but it gives you nothing to show for it. I mean, yeah, everyone loves chips, but this one just doesn't pack any protein behind it. Number 2, the Crunch Wrap Supreme, 3 out of 10. It's roughly 530 calories, 16 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat. In my opinion, that sounds a lot like a typical 80% ground beef type situation here, which is just not that quality. It might even be lower, more like 70%. We're going to talk about some of the quality meat a little bit later. But it has 21 grams of fat and 1,200 milligrams of sodium. Again, sodium being 2,000 milligrams, that being the daily limit. So it's over half. This is the most iconic thing on the menu, and it is one of the worst, unfortunately. Number 3, the beefy 5-layer burrito. It's a 4 out of 10. Roughly about 500 calories, 18 grams of protein, and 18 grams of fat. Still got 1,200 milligrams of sodium. It's a lot. Now we can see that the protein is inching up here by one, and that's helpful for you to start paying attention to. The next one does a little hop and a skip a jump from the crunch wrap. This is the chicken quesadilla. Of course, anything with chicken, I would hope, has more protein in it. This is going to be 5 out of 10 at 500-ish calories with 27 grams of protein. Remember, we're still trying to get 40 to 50 in a meal. So ordering 2 of these to account for getting over 50 grams of protein is going to cost you 1,000 calories just in the chicken quesadillas. If you were to want to get more protein, you could order 2 chicken quesadillas, dump all the insides onto one of those and eat that. Then you can get that extra boost in the overall protein there. All right. This is the best protein number on the menu so far. But again, it comes with 26 grams of fat, which is, again, we can't multiply that in half. That's 52 grams of fat, which is basically, if you're trying to lose fat, that's about where we're at, 50 to 60 grams of fat, maybe 70-ish if you're a lot more active and burn a lot of calories. So there's a big amount of protein, but still a lot of fat. All right. Keep going. Cheesy gordita crunch. I remember back in the day when I would do it, a gordita was the one that I would pick. 6 out of 10, 500 calories, 20 grams of protein, 28 grams of fat. This one has a little less sodium, hence why it edges out the quesadilla. The name says cheesy twice. All right. And that is a big challenge here for that. Number 6 is the soft taco, 7 out of 10. It's 180 calories, 9 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat. So people will end up buying more of these. You could stack again, do 2 soft taco with 1 taco shell. That could be a power play. There's about 500 milligrams of sodium, so they're small but mighty in the sodium sense, and they will stack up when you order 2 or 3 of them. Number 7, the crunchy taco, ordered Fresco style. This means more fresh. It's 8 out of 10. The regular crunchy taco runs about 170 calories and 9 grams of fat. When you order it Fresco style, you end up dropping 30 calories, and you drop another gram of fat on there. It's the same taco, but that one word will make a little bit difference of how they prepare it in the back kitchen area. Number 8, rounding out, is the Cantina Chicken Bowl. All right, 9 out of 10. This is the winner chicken dinner. 490 calories, 25 grams of protein. The best protein to calorie ratio on the menu, and it's about $7 to $9 depending on, obviously, your location. So that one can be a winner. I'm sure there are other combinations here that we might be able to squeeze out, but if we look at ordered as is off the menu, this is where it is. When you go up to that drive-through at fourth meal, because that's the only thing open, we do want to order that Cantina Chicken Bowl, and that will help you get at least 25 grams of protein. If you're going to order tacos Fresco style, for sure, please. Same order of whatever you're doing. We're just going to cut down on some of the fat, which helps. All right. We're looking at the company here, Taco Bell. It's been around for a long time, but looking at this, Taco Bell in 2011 was actually sued by a law firm over what was in the seasoned beef. The claim was less than 35% of it was real beef. The rest was filler and binders. And Taco Bell CEO at the time, Greg Creed, did not like this. He went head first and said, well, you start with 100% USDA inspected beef. Then we simmer it in our own proprietary blend of seasonings and spices. The company put its real recipe out to the public. It spent millions on ads to defend itself, and the lawsuit was actually dropped a few months later. So, hey, good job for Taco Bell for stepping up and showing behind the curtain of what it actually is, what it's serving us, right? That's really important. The real number here that comes out is that Taco Bell seasoned beef is about 88% beef, and the other 12% are the seasoning and binders. This is like maltodextrin, which is a form of sugar used to carry the spice blend there. That's just how they disclosed it, and that's what's actually in it. A few years later, after that, 2015, Taco Bell made a separate public promise. Pull artificial colors and flavors out of the menu, cut added trans fats. That was a big thing back in the 2010s or so. Get rid of trans fats and drop palm oil for more sustainable versions. This was a real pledge with a real date attached, and the promise was from 2015 on and is worth double checking against what's on the menu today before you check. We want to make sure that the company's still doing that. Taco Bell got publicly challenged on what's in its food and answered with real numbers, and it didn't just hide and place blame on someone else. So that's somewhat commendable, of course. And so we just need to make sure that you are aware of what is going into your food, and that's why I bring that up. The menu has a gigantic range of what's healthy, what's not, what empty calories could be on there, or what has more protein. Again, Fresco. I'm going to say it again, Fresco. You want to order that way. Please look at the menu. It gives you actionable understanding of what is in there and how it looks. That would be great. If Taco Bell is a once-a-month stop, it really doesn't change what you order. You just want to make sure that it fits into your day. But if you go here time and time again and do late night runs, this could get your belly in a bust. All right. You could actually grow in your waistline, and it doesn't matter how much protein style you try to do it. It can add more calories and sodium throughout the week. So moving on to the Fast Five. Number one, who started Taco Bell? Where in the heck did this come from? Well, a guy named Glenn Bell, a Marine who served in World War II in 1954, 8 years before Taco Bell even existed. He sold tacos at 19 cents each on a stand called Taco Tia. He's the one credited with popularizing the crunchy taco shell, and the same shell, half that still is most of the menu to this day. Number two, what's the real story behind the fourth meal? Back in 2006, Taco Bell ran and launched this real marketing push for a time called the fourth meal. Between dinner and breakfast, dietitians and nutritionists and the fitness community this is not good. And the idea still shows up on the menu. It's something that I remember very clearly from Taco Bell's The Fourth Meal. They even have a neon light that shines in their windows. Does Fresco style save you anything? Yes, it does. It will cut down the calories of fat in the food that you get. It'll be more a lighter fare version of it. So Fresco is the way to go. That rhymes. Number four, is there a real low-carb move here? Can you do something to cut down this? Well, the Cantina Chicken Bowl with no rice. This will give you more like 320 calories with 22 grams of protein, 24 carbs, and it's down from 44. So it cuts the carbs in half, which is excellent. So you can actually get away with something that's reasonable, that can hold you over for a couple hours. Number five, how many Taco Bell locations are there? There's over 9,000 worldwide as of this year, opening new ones across 15 countries the last quarter alone. So they're still expanding and growing, and that's pretty cool. It's not as big as Domino's that had 22,000 stores or so. I hope that the Fast Fives are doing it for you. It's just some different angles of these stores. Now, as we close up on Taco Bell at 2 or 3 a.m., whatever you buy at Taco Bell, whether it's in the day, that fourth meal, the Cantina Chicken Bowl, cutting out the rice would be the super option to get you in and out in a healthy way. But if you want more on Taco Bell and a lot of other restaurants that I've been showcasing this whole time, we have the Eating on the Go guide. You can find that at go.brianparana.com/eating on the go guide, one word. It'll be in the show notes for you to grab, download it, and start using it. It's chock full of really good, useful information. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Subway, all the ones that I've covered and will be covering soon enough, even from fine dining, on the go, in the airport, all those things. But if you really want a full system and a process on how to do your best while you're out and about and on your way in real life, well, that is the Call to Rise. That's my flagship program. It's a 100-day fat loss challenge that gets you to change your identity of why are you doing this in the first place? Why is it important to you to take better care of yourself? And every single guy I've talked to has a different reason. There's some general ones. I want to feel confident, or I want to be around for my kids. I want to walk my daughter down the aisle, which happened in episode 113 with Mike. You can hear his story on Driven for Health. There is episode 117, Chris travels for a living. And it was really important that he's showing up any given place and being his best. We've got the Forge is another pillar. It's pillar number 2, the exercise, burn fat, build muscle. From there, we move into the Fuel, which is eating the right food at the right time in the right amounts. I teach you a heavy amount about nutrition to make it simple and easy for long-term sustainable success here. The Code, which is the mindset, the way you think, has a huge amount to do with this. If you struggle with your weight but been successful in other areas of life, then this is where we have to flip the script on how you think, how you feel, and how it impacts you every day. Last up is the Brotherhood, doing it with other like-minded men. You do not have to do this alone. You don't have to follow some weird rando diet, some fitness influencer. We're doing this, and I have plentiful amounts of episodes that share real-life transformations of guys who've been in your shoes, struggling with all or nothing, with not knowing what to eat, with just making this a lot harder than it needs to be. So if you're someone sitting on making a decision, then make a choice. Decide to change. Do something different here so that it betters you and it betters the people around you as well. If I drop a pebble in your pond, it will rip out to those around you in a very positive way. That's it for this episode. If you liked it, please write a review, Apple, Spotify, and beyond. If a guy loves Taco Bell and you want to share some of this, what a good order could be, please pass it along. And that's it for this episode of Driven for Health. Train hard, eat smart, and I'll catch you in the next one.